I just, I'd like to buy a residence. Yes. But I can't do that because you don't acknowledge my rights as a citizen. Yeah. Now, Jimmy Carter, yeah, is getting sued because no one wants to enforce the actual laws of the United States. And I know that you don't really care about Jimmy Carter. I'm sure there are a lot of people that do. But it's kind of sad that I have the legal right, yes, it is sad, yes, to sue every oath of office in this nation right now that has any knowledge of this fraud. Now, when I asked you, yes, to remove the protection order and the dissolution of marriage, yeah, you wanted me to motion the court when you never had any jurisdiction to dissolve it. Yes. And then you arrested me, for the false allegation of violating the protection order. Yes. See, I want my sons. And if I have to sue, for the actual ownership of the individual residences of every oath of office, I want to know the interest rate on your. Oh, well, you're not going to be a president forever, there, Donald Trump. I'm sure if you ask Barack Hussein Obama where they live, yes, what kind of interest rate did you get on your mortgage? And if you ask George W. Bush, yes, how much? Oh, you got a mortgage on your ranch? Yes, is it worth more than 800,000? Oh, and then there's Hillary and Bill Clinton. Exactly what's the interest rate on your mortgage? Because I think a lot of these that are in office, they end up buying a residence that costs more than $800,000. That means it's a non-conventional. Yes. So get me the individual interest rates of all of those that I'm suing. Yes. Who it is that happen to be your lender. Ooch. And this idea that you can continue to live in your residences without doing what you've sworn. Yes, because you don't have to. Now, this is hard to wrap. Still, the gift that gives. For all the loggers in Clallam County there, Mr. Monster, yes, that were in the back pockets of the judges, yes, that dissolved the marriage license, yeah. I wanted to do away with the chainsaw. I know for those in the logging community, this is somewhat upsetting because you did like sharpening those chains. Yes. I thought we could use lasers, and since I'm familiar with laser technology, yes, infrared, poop, blue, why don't we look at the use of technology to cut down trees instead of these old chainsaws that you've been using? Now, let's say I had a laser approximately this length, yes, and it had a little guard on it, and I put it right here, and I just adjusted the guard to the actual diameter of the tree. And I used a laser to cut the tree down so that it got cut down. Yes. Now, as much as you enjoy using your chainsaws right now, I think we have the laser technology to completely redesign the logging industry so that you don't have to use a chain. No, you don't have to use a blade. No, you can use a laser. Now, this is the National Radio Astronomy Observatory, and I just wanted to know of all of you that have been shooting, yes, the actual used broadband of the nation towards the sun, thinking it'd be nice if we just disrupted the communication system of Earth. Yes, I actually wanted to make some improvements, and I don't like the use of infrared. Do you understand right now? Could you get any satellites that are on top of me? Poop. Now, George Soros is upset, isn't that right? Ooh, another billionaire. Recently married in the last 5 years. Yeah. Had a Rupert Murdoch, you're a citizen of England. Of course I can't take all your assets. Now, why don't we look at the satellites right above me? Yes. Look at the use of infrared. Yes. And then get me every radio astronomy observatory everywhere in the world that has a radio telescope that can connect any location to the sun. Now, I dislike you pointing things towards the sun. I don't like it when you point that towards the sun.